Hello, beautiful souls, and welcome, my Leo friends and Leo crosswatchers, to the Divine Phoenix Rising Tarot. I'm Zachary. Thank you for joining me here this week, and welcome to my table. So this is your reading for November 13th through November 19th. I'm going to go ahead and just get started shuffling here for your spirit animal energy for that week. Also, you guys, these messages are timeless. If you found your way to this video, whether you're looking at this time or you are this sign, if for whatever reason you were drawn to take a look at this, I encourage you to watch. There is a message. I just got done with Aries and Sagittarius. And to be honest with you guys, I try to start these off like, oh, you know, we're going to be light and it's going to be a great message, this and that. And sometimes Aries was super heavy. I actually kind of feel a little embarrassed, but I'm getting over it. I basically just spent 40 minutes dealing with some very, very heavy emotion and being very tearful on camera. So, woo-woo. But that was the energy of Aries. I would recommend, if you know any Aries, please check in on them. Like, seriously check in on them, because someone out there is not okay. Okay? And I'm okay. I don't feel, that is not my emotion. As soon as I stepped away from it, it was gone. But woof. And then Sagittarius got pretty deep too. So we'll see what goes on for you this week, Leo. There have definitely been some messages of intense healing going through. Back to my intro though, you guys. Thank you so much for supporting me, as always. I love you so much. Thank you for loving me. Thank you for allowing me to love you and to support you guys in this way. It has truly been the honor of a lifetime. And it's only been a very short period of time. So I am very excited to continue all of this. It's been magical. If you do find anything that you resonate with here, or you just appreciate what is going on here, I would appreciate if you would like, comment, share, subscribe, hit that notification bell. Those are all great ways to support me and just help the algorithm get my message out to more people. It's been clear that Spirit's been doing their work, you know. I know they say like the algorithm is all about like what people want to see too, but I honestly, I've just been blown away. I was not expecting this to grow as quickly as it has. I may even be at 2,000 subscribers right now. I haven't checked for a minute, but it's been growing very fast. It's just been a month, like I said. Once I do hit 2,500 though, I did want to let you guys know as well, I am planning on doing another contest. So stay tuned. This is literally the same card that Sagittarius had. You guys saw me shuffle, okay? And split the deck. What in the hell? It's a good card, you guys. They were all about like they are on the precipice of ascending, but they have to deal with some stuff first. So Hawk, Messenger, Spirit is sending you messages. Open your greater vision to see the signs. Focus on priorities and eliminate distractions. You have a bright future. Let yourself ascend to new heights. So the main message that's been coming through for all signs so far, because I've done air, you guys are the last of the fire here, has been very heavy on the root chakra. Fear, insecurity, not feeling stable, anger. This is also an issue because if our root chakra is not active in a healthy way, then none of our chakras are. It all starts there. That river that flows through starts with the root. You can work to be as connected to the divine or see as much as you want, speak your truth, feel that love, you know, create, be creative, and it doesn't matter truly unless your root is active and flowing in a healthy way. That is the start of all of it. That's where the serpent comes up, okay? So that has been a very strong message this week. And as a timeless message too, that is just a very, very important message. Maybe there is just a lot of fear going on around right now. That makes sense. So there are a lot of imbalances with the root chakra. Don't let, like, there's always going to be something that's going to throw you off, that wants to throw you off. It's okay to, and important to validate your fear. I see that I'm feeling fearful of this. It's very important to speak that, not to speak your fears into existence. But if you avoid even acknowledging that you have a fear, then that fear is going to take over your life. You cannot face something that you refuse to open your eyes to. Okay. So what I am feeling from this, actually, there was an image that came through on open your greater vision to see the signs. There is something going on with your third eye about seeing something. What I was picturing was like how a bumblebee sees ultraviolet lights. The way that they see flowers is not the way that we see flowers. It's this like luminescent, otherworldly, ethereal light, and that's kind of the vision I was getting. Was you literally flying around like a bumblebee. So there's something about your third eye right now. And in order to have that be healthy and active, like I said, you need to get the root. You need to root down on the root of the root issue. Okay. So welcome to the club, right? Spirit, what do we have for the general message for Leo for November 13th through the 19th? And also, you guys check out your rising moon Venus signs. Moon and Venus are going to be good for love, your interior realm, and the way you connect or relate to other people. Excuse me. Feel free to check those out if you'd like. And like I'm telling the other signs too, any donations, first of all, anybody that's donating, thank you guys so much. Any donations or money that I am making right now is going straight back into upgrading my equipment so that I can provide the best possible experience. It's so important to me to provide the best experience for you guys, okay? I did change up my set here too, if you've been around for a second, but I decided to change the lights for the elements, like, so we're doing yellow here for the fire signs. I have red and orange, but they make me look like like the anger from Inside Out. I have a very ruddy complexion anyway, and it just was not working for me. So anyway, I was curious about input. If you guys like the colors changing, do you want to see change? Do you want to see things be the same? Let me know. I'm just curious about your input. So you guys, your hope for this week or for this period, and this could be to a greater extent the rest of the year. So we are closing up the year here. You guys are hoping for some stability, some strong earth groundedness. So I would say, yeah, maybe you guys are feeling some fear, feeling some instability, or just a want to feel more stable or more secure. Want to have more control over the factors that are going into your life is what I'm feeling from that. Lovers made a visit there to my cognizance. Maybe some of you are struggling with a relationship right now. Something feels unstable or uncertain. I feel encouraged just to say, make sure that you ground yourself to appropriately experience this situation. That's important for some of you. Okay. So there's definitely something from the past for most of you here that is coming back to resurface and haunt you, and it's causing fear. It is causing some issues with the root chakra. So this is a situation, 10 of Swords is a great deal of pain. Be rock bottom. There's a point in your life that I feel like you're afraid of having that happen again for some reason right now. Maybe it is connected to a relationship for some of you, finances, state of the world. I feel encouraged to say that it is important to validate that you're feeling fear, first of all, okay? Fear is not going to sit at your table permanently for dinner, but it's okay. It's important to answer the phone when they're asking why they weren't invited, okay? Because otherwise they're going to just start throwing rocks at your windows and beating in your door and windows trying to get inside, and that's not the energy that you want, right? That's not the shade that looks attractive on you or is good for your health. So your general energy for the week, yeah, I do feel like there's some love stuff going on here, you guys. I'm going to dive deeper into that, but we've got the Empress and the Two of Cups. So the Empress is the unveiled portions of Isis. It is the divine feminine, the warmer aspects of the divine feminine, if you will. Love, nurturing, compassion. There is a note of fertility to this as well. What I'm feeling is you guys are on fertile ground. You're on fertile ground right now. But what's going on is you don't know it. Something to do with your sight. Like the bee knows that they're in fertile area. They know which flower will provide what they need. But as the human, with human sight, or whatever life form you are, maybe you do see those colors. I don't know. I don't know where you're from. But you're not seeing the fertility around you. So the Two of Cups talks about, this definitely could be, I feel, especially with this card in this deck, it is more heavily love, like a romantic relationship to me. The Two of Cups in the standard Wyatt deck typically it's like that meeting, two people coming together. It could be business, friends, could be lovers, but it's not talking about the grandiose idea of the relationship. No matter what it is, it's talking about the introduction. It's talking about the meeting. So for some of you, I do feel like the air signs had some serious love. Gemini was pretty much just a love reading. For some of you, there is fertility surrounding love right now. If you're single and you're looking for love, I feel like you're being directed to that. And for some of you, I feel like literally like fertile, right? If you're trying to have a baby, I feel like there's going to be success. If you're not, wrap it up. Be careful. There is something that is very fertile about your energy right now. Can we get some clarification on this, please? So far with the fire signs, you guys, this is my most optimistic energy with you guys. I started off good with the other fire signs here, but the message was, for both of them, was pretty heavy. Expansion, pursue bigger and greater endeavors. I love that. I think that's cheeky. Divine feminine here. She's literally expanding, you guys, with child. She took that process of meiosis and hit mitosis like feet to pavement, hit the ground running. She's multiplying like a mother. You guys, yeah, I'm feeling like whether you're in a relationship or not, there is expansion of heart and connection that's going on right now. But there's a component of like, you're not seeing how fertile the ground is. Like I said, you don't even know, Leo. You don't even know. But I feel like you're going to know soon. What's not important this week, or the energy that may be present but not to focus on, is the Ace of Wands and the Eight of Wands. So the Ace of Wands is the passion, the creation, the start of something wonderful. Travel, a new project, a new way of being, new way of experiencing things. The Eight of Wands is a card about haste and speed. Talks about good news also. What I'm getting for different portions of this, those of you that are looking for love, maybe you have started talking to somebody. You're being encouraged not to ignore it or to forget about it this week, but this is not the most important thing that's happening right now. Or it's important to not like to play a game. What I'm encouraging you to step away from is toxic behavior, okay? Codependency, trauma bonding. Eight of Wands talks about going too fast sometimes. You're being encouraged not to like force a pace, but don't abandon you for someone else ever. Even with how wonderful that dopamine feels. I also feel like maybe those of you that are trying to get pregnant or adopting a child, or something to do with your child, like maybe they're in a contest or, I don't know, colleges, it's not really that time. But you're being encouraged to not focus on good news coming in. By focusing on that outcome, you are actually pushing it further away. With the energy that you are presenting right now, I think because you are on such fertile ground, if you are not in a perfect state of manifestation, everything that is going through your mind right now is becoming manifested, is how I feel. And that's why this energy of the passion, because you need thought, emotion, and gratitude and experience of the future as if it's present to manifest something. That can happen with negative emotion too. If you feel something strongly in a fear in a negative way and are thinking that and are experiencing that as if it's here, you are manifesting that. So you're being asked to beware of that, to not, to be careful, you guys. You guys are fertile. Wrap it up in every way, not just like physically. You don't want to be impregnated with the wrong thing. Okay. Interesting. This is your energy that is important for the weaker to focus on. You've got 7 of Wands and the Tower. So 7 of Wands is an energy where you are being attacked from the outside by something. There's a need to defend your energy, to defend yourself, to protect your energy. Grounding, centering, meditating is a main focus of this card in particular. You can see she's in a little bubble there. And the Tower talks about, ultimately, it's change and transformation. It can be a chaotic upheaval, though. It can come through, it can rock you like a hurricane. I feel like this is an interesting energy. I'm going to pull clarification on this here because it's like vacillating between, there's some divine feminine or masculine. What in the hell, Spirit? Can I get some clarification there, please? Declutter. Let go of old items, create a new sacred space for yourself. Okay, I'm feeling for some of you, I feel like there's one more. I feel for some of you, if you have any items from an ex, get them the hell out of there, out of your space, okay? Like get them gone. There's something like, for some of you that is, not that they're cursed, but it is, especially in this fertile ground, can very easily become a curse. Self-limiting beliefs, negative thoughts are creating a roadblock in your life. I feel like that's also attached to anything that needs to go, whether it's a physical item or, energetic. I feel like what I'm getting with the Tower, let me just like try to spit this out. I'm so sorry. There's a component of like you bringing this in, and then there's a component of it just coming. So for some of you, I feel like this is involved with something that you're bringing in. And for others of you, I don't feel like you have control of that. But either way, there's a need for defense. Okay. And centering, grounding. That, like I said at the beginning, like the root chakra has been the topic of the moment. Okay. I feel like, okay, there is something that you guys have been avoiding. And I feel like it's connected to, it's something your fear. It's a fear of yours. Okay. Thank you, Spirit. What you resist persists. What you are avoiding fear-wise is very well going to bring that into existence. That is what I'm feeling. So you're protecting yourself from yourself, okay? Like I said, we're experiencing some root chakra issues right now. I don't know exactly what's going on. The global consciousness is just struggling. So recenter, you guys. That's very important right now. You don't want to be bringing anything into your realm that is not making it more difficult for yourself. Okay. So where this leads, or what it's good for, is the Seven of Pentacles and the Page of Wands. So Seven of Pentacles is the juice worth the squeeze. Talks about taking a moment to reflect on if something's working for you or not, and to make adjustments as necessary. If it's not working, change something. The Page of Wands is an energy that is excited to get started on something new. They are immature, though, in that they don't follow through as much. They're interested to start every new project. They have the energy to do that, but not as much to follow through on that. So what I'm feeling right now is you're being encouraged to take a look at the way that you are processing or holding your own fear, your own emotions, your own experience here. Is it working for you? Are you noticing a reflection? You tell me. I feel like you're also being asked not to really like focus on starting new projects right now, because there's this project here that you guys need to be focusing on. Deception, false illusions, scarcity mentality, falling into bad habits. Yeah, so there's definitely a note of your fear, you guys. What are you afraid of? Whatever it is you're afraid of right now, it's really, really important to acknowledge, number one, that it's there first, okay? So the energy that is your challenge for the week is the Two of Swords and the Wheel of Fortune. Two of Swords, decision, crossroads. Wheel of Fortune is a change of fate. I feel like, oh man. I mean, for some of you, this could be, if it is like a child, that is absolutely a change of fate, you know? Relationship is too. I feel like the decision surrounding that is how you're going to respond to that. How is your energy going to be affected because of your response? Or what is coming up as a response? Maybe you are going to get pregnant, you're not looking to get pregnant. What does that mean for you? I feel like this is both directions, you guys, like progression and regression. You're both kind of split, or you guys are split right now. Some of you are taking that process of ascension, like the Hawk talks about here, let yourself ascend to new heights, but it's centered around this vision. So unless you are getting centered and grounded here, working on that root chakra, you're not able to tap into this vision here and see the fertility that's around you. You may plug into the wrong flower. That's what I'm feeling here. So this is the challenge. It's your root, you guys. Getting stable and grounded. Can I get some clarification here, please? Whether this is love, expansion of family, taking care of your current family, dedication, stay dedicated to your goals, efforts that will reap success. So I'm still feeling like this, it's talking about being centered, okay? Whatever your goals are, because the Knight of Swords talks about running towards your goals with speed. Do not allow yourself to get tripped up by your fear. But in order to do that, you need to recognize it's there. You can't just keep running, ignore that there's a tripwire in front of you, and hope that you're going to just guess like when to jump over it. That's what I'm getting. So stay dedicated to your current focus, but also in order to do that, you need to pay attention to the changing of the tides here, the wheel. So your blessing for the week here is the Hierophant and the Ace of Swords. And the Hierophant talks about tradition, stability. The Ace of Swords here also, the component I'm getting from it is cutting through the bullshit. It's a two-sided sword. So it cuts through everything, your hopes and your fears. It's also the card of like logic and problems of thought, complex thoughts that are too much. So I feel like your blessing this week is you're getting back to your roots. You're finding that path through that logical need, because the Ace of Swords is the only sword that's straight up and down. Every other sword has an angle to it in the deck. And what that represents is every angle is like a different mixture of emotion and thought. This is only thought. So if you're in a place of struggling with your emotions, your blessing this week is pure logic. And there's something about your roots that I'm getting there, like maybe tapping into like strength in your family. Interesting. Can I pull clarification here, please, Britt? Rest, listen to your body, mentally and physically unwind. Okay, so this as well, in the Hierophant on here, a lot of the times it talks about like religion, tradition and religion in that sense. In this deck specifically, it reminds me of like, you know, spirituality as well, because this individual is sitting down here meditating too. You're being asked to get into that state, to rest, to come into center. You've had a couple cards here that are talking about that. I feel like you guys are getting ready, like ready for liftoff, countdown to liftoff. In order to ascend, like I was telling Sagittarius, you have got to ground yourself first. You have to lose your sense of self. You have to become nobody. To release your story, to release the connection to your experience here. If you're physically, mentally, emotionally tired here, you're not going to be able to enter that space at all. Maybe that's your tower too. Maybe, because I was kind of getting like more of like a creative destructive force also. It's a very interesting dichotomy. Maybe that's what the tower is talking about too. So you guys are getting ready to break out of this shell, this constrictive shell, to be birthed as something new. I feel like that's the main message for a lot of you guys, especially with the topic of the hawk being getting ready to ascend. Fire signs are like shedding some serious weight right now, ready for liftoff, you know? Oh, God. Leo, honey. My sweet summer child. Okay. Dear God. The energy that's blocked. So you've got the Ten of Wands in the Tower. Oh. 10 of Wands is a burden, is carrying something that is too much. Talks about like a weight on the heart, something that is weighing your. So your heart is a portal, right? Is a portal for manifestation. It is a portal to the fifth dimension. What I'm feeling from this, along with the tower there, I've explained that it's, you know, change, transformation, could be destructive, tends to be. If we don't allow death to pass through naturally, the tower tends to come through. It can also be a portion of fate, though. So I think that this is a big part of the fatalistic. Your challenge here is this change of fate. You're being asked to continue on, you know, your traditional path because this is going to rock your socks off. What I think about is I smoked cigarettes for 15 years. I know I don't smoke anymore, but I was seeing a counselor a long time ago, and at the time I had so many things going on in my life, and I wanted to quit smoking, and they told me not to at the time because it was the one thing that was consistent, even though it's not healthy, it's not good for you in that way. there was a mental or emotional component that was healthy to continue on with that support. So that's what I'm getting. Not encouraging you to hold on to any bad habits, but to not make any severe changes right now, because there's severe change happening coming for you. But being in the area that's blocked, what I feel about this is it is something you guys have been resisting. Maybe this message has been coming through for a while. What do you need to put down? Let's find out. Get some clarification here, please. Spirit. Oh. Recognition, admiration for your hard work is coming. Okay, so I feel like, I don't know why I put that back. Maybe you guys have been working towards this, but there's something that's just been hanging on. Like a nosy neighbor. Whatever it is, I feel like it will be released from you. And this is a good thing. This is your start. This is the ignition, the rocket fuel ignition. Energy that's needed for the best possible outcome here. Judgment and temperance. Interesting. So judgment talks about releasing your true inner self. It is the final judgment. It is that moment before you move from your decaying old life to your new, vibrant, wonderful, ethereal, eternal life. Your ascension. But yeah, you guys have a similar message to Saggy here. Definitely a different route, though, in some ways. So Temperance talks about harmony and balance. What I'm getting from this, though, is the extreme difference, the harsh dichotomy between two polarities, and needing to bring those into a harmonious state to synthesize those. This individual is pouring water into a cup of fire. You're melding these two things that are complete opposites together. And there's a need to maintain grounding. So they've got one foot on the earth and one in the water. And that symbolizes stepping into the emotional realm and investigating that, but remaining grounded as well. So like the Seven of Wands, you guys, there's a serious note of regrounding here. Stepping away from ignoring your fear. Not that it's going to come in if you recognize it, like I said. There's an important factor of acknowledging it, though. But the tower, 2 times here, that's coming through here. There are definitely global tower moments that are happening as well. But I feel like for you guys, this is you're shedding your skin to start ascension. You're clear for takeoff. That's exciting, you guys. I know it's not going to feel exciting. Forewarning, but you will be glad that you went through this process later. Okay, Spirit, do we have any additional encouragement for Leo here? Woo. Resolving issues, solving inner conflict with others, healing past trauma. So whatever connection you guys do have, whatever's coming to mind for you, it could be an addiction, it could be a habit. Like maybe you're someone who feels like they need to know what's going on in everybody else's life. Maybe you're a gossiper. Maybe you talk to other people about other people. Maybe you're struggling with something from childhood, damage, some trauma from that. Maybe that kind of behavior is a component of that. I don't know why that came through specifically, but that is a very root chakra issue, that kind of behavior. Insecurity is really what that stems from. So you guys are being encouraged right now to get to the bottom, get to the root, literally your root chakra, and the root of what is vexing you right now, subconsciously, because you're ready to transform from your old life to your new life. Spirit, can I get one more card on that too, please? Just some encouragement. Knight of Wands. So this is my like get back on your horse and try again card. You're being encouraged to keep trying. Keep trying to free yourself here. This is, I feel that way with the Empress too. This is like giving birth. You guys are feeling like you're giving birth because you are. Whew. It's a complex energy. Ultimately, it is very exciting and happy. Like I said, you will feel that way later. But for now, definitely validate your fears, okay? You don't need to put them up on your mirror to remind yourself, but if you keep running from them, they are going to chase you down. Validate them so that you can move towards hope and courage, okay? And get ready to remain protected and grounded because you guys are no longer going to be grounded. You're clear for takeoff. All right. I love you, Leo. Thank you so much for joining me here this week, and I'll see you next week. Okay.